In court before the sentencing of the Gilgo Beach serial killer.
When severe weather strikes, we break in.
A tornado watch is in effect for Rutherford County.
The most up-to-date weather information.
We'll be here with you on radio and with Rutherford Weather video channels as we continue to track this storm.
Get pinpoint details on severe and impactful weather in Rutherford County with Rutherford Weather.
A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for Rutherford County.
Listen for Rutherford weather updates on WGNS and watch on YouTube and Facebook by following at RUCO Weather. That's RUCO Weather. We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at WGNSradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Playana to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Brian Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in to Rutherford Issues. Here from News Radio, WGNS. Happy to have you along for the ride today. Good to be back on the old horse here. Take me a minute to get 100% all in good shape here, but you know, it's been an interesting ride. But certainly one that was unexpected. Had a little heart issue that had to be dealt with, and yes, they found one. So, but getting better, doing better. Just glad to be here with you here this morning. We've got lots of conversation, news, information. Yes, you're going to hear it all here on WGNS. So be sure to stay with us for all of that here in the next hour. But right now, we're going to talk about today's WGNS Good Neighbor of the Day. Let me see if I can pull that up here for you. Make sure we've got it all ready to go. Let's see. Christy Stewart. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think that's the good neighbor that I had today. Let me look. Some things have obviously changed. There we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Good neighbor of the day today. I promise you. I remember reading it earlier today. That could be the issue. We go back all the way to June something there. Our friends at Batteries Plus. Looks like they're the good neighbor of the day today. For quickly fixing a phone issue before a vacation, Batteries Plus phone repair in Smyrna. Well, they're getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. 7 Brew is located in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and in Laverne. So appreciate our friends at SRM Concrete. They bring us today's good neighbor. They may be locally grown, but they're nationally known. And they have a very deep commitment to our friends and family here in Rutherford County. So we appreciate SRM Concrete for all they do here for Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Now, how do you nominate someone as Good Neighbor of the Day? We want to hear from you because these are the great folks here in our community who are doing great work. So how do we get that taken care of? Well, very simple. If you'll text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450. That's 615-893-1450. You can nominate someone as Good Neighbor of the Day, and we'll take it from there. WGNSradio.com/Good Neighbor gets that to us here as well. So either way will be just dandy. All right, now that we got that train wreck, there are going to be many train wrecks, okay? Just bear with me with that. Trinity Mormon happened to be the birthday club winner today. We understand that Trinity is 17. Happy 17th birthday, Trinity. Hope you have a wonderful birthday today. You'll get to enjoy some delicious banana pudding from Slick Pig Barbecue. Slick Pig is located at 1920 East Main here in Murfreesboro. And Trinity is one of our many birthday announcements for the day. You can add names to that birthday list each morning before 8 o'clock, so around 7:30 is kind of when we cut things off. And you nominate someone by texting in the information to 615-893-1450, or you can call, same phone number. It's better to text or send it in on email. That way we've got the right spelling, but kind of give us a phonetic if it's kind of an odd name or it's pronounced differently than it looks. And sometimes we'll still mess that up, but we'll try, okay? But we'll announce all the names on the air around 8 o'clock and give away banana pudding each day. That's from our friends at Slick Pig Barbecue. Right now, 14 minutes after 10.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
And we're going to get the latest business news here this morning from our friends over at Fox Business. So let's find out what's going on in the world of business today.
I'm Susan Lee, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks opened higher and turned mixed as traders monitor developments in talks to resolve the Iran conflict. Crude oil prices remain under $80 a barrel. Markets have been shrugging off the news that UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has resigned, suggesting it was widely expected. Chevron has a 20-year agreement to sell electricity to Microsoft for an artificial intelligence data center in West Texas. Chevron will supply natural gas for a power plant in the complex. Microsoft shares opened lower, Chevron up 0.5%. And two suppliers of building materials will combine. Dublin-based CRH is buying Arcasa. Economist Alan Greenspan has died. He served 5 terms as chair of the Federal Reserve. He was 100. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Time to check on how stocks are doing here. And this morning, it looks like the S&P has run out of some steam. The S&P is down 27 points at 74.73. NASDAQ down 290, 26,225. Falling into the red, some big tech and SpaceX struggles for NASDAQ there as well. The Dow is up, and it's up 150 points at 51,714.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
Well, how about we get a first look at the weather here today? We'll check our local weather, but first, here's what it's looking like around the country.
Fox Weather.
Hi there, I'm Fox Weather meteorologist Craig Herrera with the latest from America's Weather Center. Another day of stormy activity from the morning hours out of Oklahoma into Missouri and Louisiana. We'll watch those storms quickly. They have been producing severe thunderstorms, flash flooding, and a few tornado warnings. As we go through the afternoon, the energy moves into the portions of the southeast, especially the northern portions of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, into East Tennessee, as well as Virginia, West Virginia, clear up into the mid-Atlantic, including New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia. This afternoon, those storms could come in with some very strong wind gusts, could produce some flash flooding, heavy rainfall with those storms this afternoon and evening as well. Then we'll watch another area. This afternoon, daytime heating picks up and the storms flare off the Rockies. Those storms move over the eastern plains of Colorado, including the Front Range of Colorado, into western portions of Nebraska and Kansas. Stay with Fox Weather for the very latest and get the latest updates anytime, anywhere by downloading the Fox Weather app at foxweather.com.
Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Well, outside right now, got a rain shower going on, don't we? rain, and that rain is going to continue. Well, thank you, Jennifer, for the update. Let's take a look at our Rutherford weather radar. And this is the current radar where things sit. We've got rain really from, well, the southern half of the entire county. So from the downtown area to the south, rain continuing. Got a few breaks between Smyrna and Walter Hill and out toward Auburn Town. And that's going to fill in here just a little bit as the rain moves off, continuing off to the south. Early today, how much recovery time do we have? 2-3 hours of some sunshine and humidity will give us that opportunity. So if we see that could make the storms a little bit on the stronger side. And our models are having a really hard time picking up on this, but this is one Futurecast model that shows by 2-3 o'clock we could have some thunder boomers moving back into the area. Heavy rain going to be possible with these. As Rutherford County under a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather. It's the southeastern corner. So that would include areas, like down toward Christiana and up toward Kittrell and on into Cannon County, much of Cannon County. The northwestern 2/3 of the county. So everywhere else, Rockville, Eagleville, Murfreesboro, Walter Hill, Smyrna, Laverne, and a level 1 out of 5 for severe weather for the remainder of today. So that is an update. Let's see our categories here. A not zero chance of a spin-up tornado with these afternoon storms as they come through. Wind chances, we're kind of in the slight area. Has about a 15% chance, which is a level 2. Chance for wind. Hail, not necessarily going to be a problem here for us. Hail is going to be more in the Carolina area. So that's kind of a brief update here on our weather situation. Some of the weather that we're watching here for today, but again on YouTube, Rutherford WX, RUCO weather there, RUCO weather, RUCO weather. And you can help us grow the channel by just slapping on a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. That way you never miss an update from Rutherford Weather.
From driveways to highways, SRM Concrete has the right mix, on time, every time. Locally grown, nationally known, family owned and operated. SRM is the name you trust. SRM Concrete, you call, we haul.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues on WGNS is made possible by our friends at Middle Tennessee Electric. They power Rutherford Issues. Want to take charge of your energy bill? Well, download the free MyMTE app to track your usage, pay bills, report outages, all right there from your phone. And our Big GTV coverage is made possible by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, proud partner of MTSU Athletics, keeping students and athletes mentally and physically healthy. MMC committed to the health of our entire community. World news from Fox right now for you.
Progress in talks leads to a financial boost for Iran. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
We wanted to build a mechanism for keeping the Strait of Hormuz open.
And after Vice President Vance said that this morning in Switzerland, where he led weekend negotiations, the U.S. issues a temporary 60-day license authorizing Iran's oil production and sales. The vice president also hailed what he calls a key step in preventing Iran from having nuclear weapons.
The Iranians have agreed to invite IAEA inspectors back into their country.
Vance says they also initiated a deconfliction cell to help end the fighting between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon, though there is still skepticism with these negotiations that Iran will ever agree to meaningful checks on its nuclear and missile programs and end its support of militias like Hezbollah.
Fox's Rich Edson at the White House. The U.S. military has blown up another boat suspected of smuggling drugs off the South American coast, killing 2 people on board. More than 200 alleged narco-terrorists have been killed in attacks on drug trafficking since September. In Britain, the Prime Minister is resigning.
Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first.
Keir Starmer will step down once his Labour Party picks a new prime minister. President Trump's been critical of Starmer on immigration and Britain not helping the U.S. with Iran. We're still awaiting key Supreme Court rulings as the justices wind the term down. This morning, they reinstated an old murder conviction in a missing persons case in New York City involving 6-year-old Eitan Pates.
The unsigned opinion reversed a decision that said jurors who convicted Pedro Hernandez of killing Pates were given improper instructions by the judge. Hernandez has already been tried twice. A jury deadlocked in 2015 and a different jury convicted him in 2017. He was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. Pates disappeared near his New York City home in 1979 and became one of the first missing children ever to appear on milk cartons. Hernandez had worked as a store clerk in Pates' neighborhood and confessed to the crime.
That's Tanya J. Powers. America's listening to Fox News.
Murfreesboro, the clock is ticking. Academy Child Development is making their biggest offer of the year. New families who enroll in the next 30 days can secure our summer promotional rates. Picture your kids laughing, learning, and making memories all summer, while you save like never before. But when these 30 days are up, this deal disappears forever. Call the Academy today at 629-284-3108. That's 629-284-3108.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
The Murfreesboro Firefighter Association Local 3035 invites you to attend the Murfreesboro City Council Candidate Forum on Tuesday, June 24th at 5:30 p.m. at the Murfreesboro Municipal Airport. I'm Tucker King, member of Murfreesboro Firefighter Association Local 3035. This is your opportunity to meet the candidates, hear their positions, and learn where they stand on issues that matter most in our community. We encourage all residents to attend Tuesday, June 24th at 5:30 p.m. at the Murfreesboro Municipal Airport.
I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Monday, June the 22nd, 2026. Tennessee drivers are being urged to take a closer look at their auto insurance policies after a new national study ranked the state 5th in the nation for uninsured motorists. The analysis from Kuski Personal Injury and Car Accident Lawyers found that 21.3% of Tennessee drivers have no auto insurance, about 1 in every 4.7 drivers on the road. That concern reaches across Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Rutherford County, where daily commuters share busy highways with thousands of drivers traveling to and from Nashville. The study points to several factors behind the problem, including economic pressure, rural coverage gaps, low minimum liability limits, and the absence of a required uninsured or underinsured motorist mandate. Attorney Mark Anderson said Tennessee's situation should concern every driver and policymaker, urging families to confirm that they have uninsured motorist protection. Meanwhile, another major transportation issue is moving forward. Federal officials have completed the environmental review for Tennessee's Interstate 24 Choice Lanes program, finding no significant environmental impact. That allows TDOT, the Tennessee Department of Transportation, to begin selecting a private partner and refining design plans. While some Antioch residents worry about impacts near a planned Chinatown development, Georgia Express Lanes studies suggest similar projects have improved peak travel speeds and reduced commute times. As plans advance, local drivers will be watching both the cost and community impact very closely. A multi-agency human trafficking operation in Sumner County has led to 5 arrests and the identification of 9 possible victims. According to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, the 2-day effort, held June the 11th and 12th, included TBI's Human Trafficking Unit, local law enforcement, Homeland Security, the IRS, and other partner agencies. Those arrested include Dewani Rodriguez Pena of Florida, Allison Ramirez of Laverne, Lazaro Rodriguez Santos of Miami, Kaysen Barnes of Gallatin, and Christopher Torres of Hendersonville. All 5 face charges of promoting prostitution. Officials say 9 potential victims were offered support services through Thistle Farms, with assistance from Skull Games and Our Rescue. The TBI says Middle Tennessee, including communities along major interstate corridors near Rutherford County, continues to generate the highest number of trafficking-related calls and tips in the state. At the same time, Murfreesboro marked a very different kind of community gathering on Saturday, as South Academy Street filled with music, food, dancing, and history for the city's annual Juneteenth celebration. The event, held outside Bradley Academy Museum and Cultural Center, honored the end of slavery in the United States while celebrating Black culture, creativity, and resilience. Families toured the museum, visited vendors, enjoyed live performances, and took part in activities that turned the heart of Murfreesboro into a vibrant celebration of freedom and community. Tennesseans are spending millions on OnlyFans subscriptions, according to a new report from OnlyGuider, a third-party search engine for creators on the platform. The report estimates Americans spent about $2.6 billion on the site in 2025, with Tennessee accounting for more than $36 million. While Tennessee ranked near the bottom nationally when adjusted by population, the numbers still show significant spending across the state. Davidson County led Tennessee in total spending, with more than $7 million reportedly going toward subscriptions. For Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Rutherford County, the report adds to a larger conversation about online spending habits and how subscription-based platforms continue to draw money from household budgets. That discussion comes as many families are preparing for a summer expense, staying safe and cool during extreme heat. The National Weather Service says heat alerts will likely become more common as summer temperatures climb across Middle Tennessee. In Tennessee, a heat advisory can be issued when the heat index reaches 105 degrees, or the actual temperature reaches 103. An extreme heat warning may be issued when temperatures or the heat index are expected to climb above 110. For residents in Rutherford County, especially those working outside, commuting, or attending summer events, officials urge extra caution between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Drink plenty of water, take breaks in the shade, limit strenuous outdoor activity, and check on neighbors, seniors, and anyone without reliable air conditioning. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, please check out our website, WGNSradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook, as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, leave a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes, a comment on YouTube, or share it with a friend. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network. And I'll talk to you later.
You've probably never heard of Lancaster, Tennessee. It's where I grew up on our family's farm.
Now tell them the whole story, John.
That's Chelsea, my wife. And what she means is I'm the 8th generation to grow up on our farm in Smith County.
And our boys make generation number 9.
I grew crops on this land, and I grew 2 great businesses.
Now John's growing a movement in his campaign for governor.
Tennessee needs a governor with CEO experience, someone tough like Trump.
Even President Trump tells people John is fantastic, and he really is.
President Trump makes tough decisions. That's what CEOs do, and it's what I'll do as governor. With our cities booming and people moving into our state like crazy, our governor will have to make tough decisions to keep Tennessee conservative.
A CEO who's tough like Trump. Yep, that's what we need, even if I am a little biased.
I'm John Rose. I'm asking for your support.
Pretty good for a farm boy, isn't it? Paid for by John Rose for governor.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. My wife Joy and I love dogs and have one of our own. But we've also helped people who have been injured by dog bites and dog attacks, as well as bicyclists who crashed after a dog attack. You need to know that the dog owner may have insurance to help pay medical bills and other expenses because of a dog attack. If your loved one has been injured by a dog, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
At Maples Realty and Auction, we handle traditional sales, auctions, and property management. And we have a development called The Maples with local builders and amenities. This is Betsy Maples with Maples Realty and Auction. Let us help you get your property sold.
When it's time to buy or sell, trust the name your neighbors know.
I refer a lot of clients to Maples Realty when we have real estate issues that are coming up. Working with Maples has been easy for me, easy for my clients.
Our people, that's the difference.
Maples Realty and Auction.
Sold by Maples Realty and Auction.
Hey, this is Trevor from Bell Jewelers. Come see us at Bell Jewelers. We have the largest selection of Longines watches in the state of Tennessee. I personally have 3 Longines watches, the Legend Diver, Zulu Time, and Conquest. The quality of the watch you get for the price is unbeatable. Trust, it's very important in this business. Bell Jewelers has been the store that people trust since 1879. Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad Street, across from Toots.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
In the World Cup's late game, Egypt scored 3 times in the second half to beat New Zealand 3-1. Egypt had never won a World Cup game. Cape Verde, in its first ever World Cup this summer, had tied Spain in its opener and now tied Uruguay 2-2 on Sunday. Spain was a 4-0 winner over Saudi Arabia. Iran and Belgium tied 0-0. American Wyndham Clark won the U.S. Open by 1 stroke. He was up by 6 to start the day. Shot a final round 73 in New York. Sam Burns finished second. Oklahoma City Thunder will trade guard Aaron Wiggins to Atlanta. The Hawks reportedly are re-signing C.J. McCollum to a 1-year deal. The late WNBA game went to L.A. 98-97 over New York on a 3-pointer at the buzzer. The IndyCar winner in Wisconsin was Christian Lundgaard. NASCAR victory for Corey Heim, a part-time driver. And the Phillies beat the Mets 6-2. Kyle Schwarber hit his 29th homer.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update.
Braves won the first 2 against the Milwaukee Brewers, but they could not complete the sweep as they fall 9-4 on Sunday afternoon in the finale. The Brewers put up 8 runs in the second inning off Bryce Elder. Bryce does go 6 innings, gives up 12 hits, 8 earned runs, walks 2, and strikes out 6. That does save the bullpen a little bit as the boys go out west. Mauricio Dubon stays hot. He was 3 for 4 with a double and a run. Braves go to San Diego for 3. That starts tonight, late night, out there on the West Coast. Grant Holmes gets the ball for the Braves. He's 4-3, has a 4.33 ERA, 32 walks, and 61 strikeouts. They'll face veteran Michael King for the Padres. Board leadoff show coverage with myself and Chris Domino, 8:55 Eastern Time, and first pitch between the Braves and the Padres with Ben Ingram and Darren O'Day, 10:10 Eastern from Petco Park in San Diego. You can hear all of it on the Braves Radio Network.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You or your loved one are on a complex medication regimen. We can pack that into a multi-dose planner that's labeled correctly, that simplifies your life.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services that are customized to meet their needs.
Your medication's dispensed in a 30-day multi-dose planner, labeled correctly with each individual medication on each packet.
Mills Family Pharmacy, next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
For all my vintage lovers out there, I've got a room for you. This is Jennifer at Steers Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. So if you love looking through some old items, I have a place just for you to shop. If you like to go bougie, I've got a boutique room for you also. We've got many different rooms here in our store to check out, have fun, and shop through. Steers Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Caitlin Jones. A human trafficking bust in Middle Tennessee leaves 5 men in custody and several victims identified. The TBI, along with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and the Hendersonville Police Department, led the joint operation alongside the Department of Homeland Security and the IRS. According to the TBI, they arrested and charged 5 men. One of them, Kazim Barnes, is currently an officer with the Gallatin Police Department. The TBI said they identified 9 individuals as possible victims and offered them recovery resources. And Southwest Airlines is investigating after a ground vehicle struck one of their planes at the Memphis International Airport on Sunday while passengers were boarding. The Memphis airport confirmed the collision, calling it an isolated incident. No injuries have been reported and the airport is operating normally. According to Southwest, Flight 4013 to Dallas was put out of service after the incident. An alternate plane was used for the flight. More news in 30 seconds.
Aging well means staying healthy, active, and independent. To age well, we need to take care of our bones. 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, a hereditary disease that makes bones weak and more likely to break. Thankfully, we can all take simple steps to improve our bone health at any age. Eat a healthy diet that is rich in calcium and vitamin D. Get regular weight-bearing exercise, which means on our feet. Get bone health tips at pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
A former EMS employee is being accused of falsifying timesheets with 2 different agencies, receiving more than $117,000 for time he didn't work. The Tennessee Comptroller's Office said Adam Johnson was a former part-time employee of the Cumberland County EMS and a full-time employee of the Wilson County EMS. They say Johnson falsely reported more than 4,200 hours of work at Cumberland County EMS and reported shifts that overlapped with Wilson County. Caitlin Jones, Access Tennessee News.
The Murfreesboro Firefighter Association Local 3035 invites you to attend the Murfreesboro City Council Candidate Forum on Tuesday, June 24th at 5:30 p.m. at the Murfreesboro Municipal Airport. I'm Tucker King, member of Murfreesboro Firefighter Association Local 3035. This is your opportunity to meet the candidates, hear their positions, and learn where they stand on issues that matter most in our community. We encourage all residents to attend Tuesday, June 24th at 5:30 p.m. at the Murfreesboro Municipal Airport.
When it comes to your child's health, you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt,
for every boo-boo,
every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you.
Every step of the way.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
We're back on Rutherford Issues, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Did you know that Sharing Change has given back over $12 million to local nonprofits? Your spare change, that is, really does add up. Find out more at sharingchange.org. We're going to be talking about the Child Advocacy Center today. Karista Colwell and Presley Hosford are here. Seems like you've been here for an hour. Does it seem like that so far to you?
Truly, yeah. I mean, we're always excited
You've been
to see
waiting.
you. But it's just a shelter from the rain. And then also we were just so excited.
Well, at least today you're not doing like a golf tournament or something.
Thank goodness, yeah.
I don't think anyone would come.
Yeah, just washing it away. Maybe a kayak race.
Yeah, it's nasty, rainy, but gosh, events, outdoor events. I guess most of your events are outdoors, aren't they? Just about.
Pretty much all of them, yeah.
I guess they all are.
I guess Light Up the Night is inside partially, but still.
But there's still an outside
asking
element.
People to wear white in the rain is not,
Yeah.
So we're very weather dependent, but we've been lucky for the most part.
So go through the events in a year. So like start in January, and when are there are 3 major events, is that right?
Yes, 3 major events. So starting in January, the first one of the calendar year is going to be Cannon Runs, which is our 5K out in Cannon County.
Yeah.
And then we have Hometown Heroes for Child Abuse Prevention Month. We take a quick break for the summer, and then at the end of the summer we have Light Up the Night, which is our end of summer party, and then we round out the year with our turkey tee-off right around Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So we're getting closer to the second of the 3 events.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, Light Up the Night. It'll be September 11th this year.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yes.
On September 11th, huh?
Yeah, we're changing the meaning of the day.
Stop.
That's a Friday, I guess.
That is a Friday. That is a Friday. Yeah, because we never want to do it on Labor Day weekend, but also going into other events and just timing, because also we're the beneficiary for the Hops Half this year in October, which is very exciting.
Oh, nice.
So another event that we'll be participating in and showing up for. So it's going to be a really busy fall.
Yeah. So Light Up the Night, is that still at Oakland's or?
Still at Oakland's.
Okay. Nice.
Yes.
So you'll
very
be
excited.
Working on that soon, I'm sure.
Yes, right now, actually.
It's when the work starts.
Exactly. So we're about 3 months out. So we're again, inviting all the folks. We have a lot of folks come back. I'm planning on doing the casino theme again this year. And
that was a hit, I think, wasn't it?
A lot of people really like it. My sister came last year and was just super focused. And then she ended up being the one that won the prizes that we give to the person who does it the
biggest
most.
winner.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd never played roulette until last year because I usually am running around. But last year I actually got to play the games, which was really fun.
So how did she win? Did she just have the nose?
She just was I don't know, was very lucky and then was very consistent. And then I also gave her some of my fun money to play with. So.
Oh, nice. Well, that's fun. So that's I guess details. We'll talk about it more. I'm sure as we get closer. Summertime. What do you do in the summertime?
We just kind of relax, take it easy. There's not really much going on. No, the center has still been super busy. We've still been seeing consistently around 3 to 5 kids a day, sometimes 6. So just because we're out for the summer doesn't mean that we're slowing down much.
Yeah.
But right now, our fiscal year sort of reset. So a lot of setting goals for next year, putting into perspective what our priorities are. It's been a big year, obviously, with the purchasing of the building. So kind of imagining what the CIC is going to look like. And then also just reaching out to our community, making sure that they hear from us, and then starting to get started on that fundraising for the next year as well.
So you've been in the building, renting the building, I guess, and then Dr. Garner decided he was going to retire. You bought the building, and then there are going to be some renovations to the building and much more space. So
much more space, definitely.
So you got the whole thing.
Might even get a desk. No. Yeah, so we have the whole building now. Again, I'm not privy to all the details of what renovation is going to look like, but we do have the whole space. One thing that's super exciting is that Our Kids has come and we've started to do preliminary clinics, and we've had our first clinic, which, if you don't know, Our Kids is the forensic medical exam that some of our clients need after they come to the CAC. So it's super huge because the closest location is in Nashville for a lot of our Murfreesboro clients, or Manchester. Both are very, very far. So it's really nice to be able to tell folks that
Not anymore,
we can
right?
set them up right here, and you don't have to drive in rush hour traffic to get there at the top of the day to get your medical exam. You can do it right next door.
So having or overtaking or taking over, I guess is the right word, an actual medical facility is going to help with that, I would think.
100%. A lot of the equipment, I'm not sure how much, but they need some of their special equipment as well. But we've had some tables and sinks, and just in terms of privacy and all the things that you need in a medical office, it was nice to just sort of plug them right in there.
Yeah.
It's made the transition super easy.
So you get a new home, but there's going to be a time that you are nomads or on the homeless side, but hopefully that will go quick, and maybe you'll get an office too, Presley.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it is on the plan, so hopefully that stays. But it's really exciting too that we'll also have an education room as well, so I can host trainings in our office, which
nice.
is really exciting. Yes, which of course I never mind going to their organization, but if it's a smaller group, then they could come to our building, maybe do a little tour if no family is there, and then of course learn how to prevent child sexual abuse.
Yeah, and maybe even several smaller groups could come together in one location.
No, exactly.
To do that kind of thing or whatnot.
Yeah, so it's super exciting.
Yeah, so looking forward to seeing that. I'm sure there'll be a big, grand opening and ribbon cutting and that kind of thing. So
yeah, we've got to locate some giant scissors. So if you or anyone in the community, know someone with a pair of giant scissors,
we can find some giant scissors, that's for sure. So that'll be fun. Presley, as Karista was talking about, summer, and it's still pretty busy. I know we've had conversations in previous summers about, kids out of school, a lot of things going on. They're going to camps and they're here and there. And maybe because one of your number one reporters, they're not there, and the kids aren't there too. So what does that say about the numbers still maintaining in the summertime? Does that mean more people are reporting, or we're going to have a big influx in August when kids get back in school, probably?
So a little bit of both. I've officially trained over 1,000 adults a couple days ago, which is really exciting. And that's usually my number every year. And so we do see more adults reporting every day, more than usual. And we do think it's because of prevention education and training. But we will still unfortunately see an influx during school time, because that is still their trusted adult. But with summer and summer camps, a huge trend we're seeing is, 70% of the time it's actually peer-on-peer abuse. And of course, it's still an adult's responsibility to safeguard the well-being of all children. But in situations like sleepovers, playdates, sleepaway camps, stuff like that, we need to make sure that our children, they understand their bodies and their boundaries, and that they're comfortable setting that, or really making sure they're comfortable going to an adult when a boundary has been crossed, or maybe a friend made them uncomfortable or has potentially harmed them, right? These are open conversations we need to be having with them daily, and because it is a sad reality that our children are harming other children right now.
Yeah, and I guess that's one of those things that you probably do in your line of work, but just don't necessarily put those two together that happens. But it does frequently, I guess.
It really does. And sometimes you just don't know what signs to look for, which is another reason prevention education is so important, because you could see something that maybe before taking darkness to light you thought was whatever, we'll brush it under the rug, but then you take the training and you see these interactions and you're like, oh wait, like that's actually not normal. I need to intervene.
And when you're dealing with another child and one of the children is the offender, or whatever the right word is there, that's a whole different set of family that need help.
Yes, of course. And it's so heavy online too, and so the offense could also just be them showing pornographic videos and images to one another, right? It's still harmful. We still need to intervene, set a boundary, and report that as well.
Well, and who knows, sometimes what kids can get into and watch, and they have their electronic devices that can get go anywhere and see anything. Are there any things out there for young parents who have kids and maybe they have their own device, and locking them down and what to do, and all of that just seems overwhelming, that I didn't have to really think about. My kids got their phones at some point, but they were not smart as they are now.
Right. So there's some great resources I really love. One is NCMEC. It's the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They have resources for parents all about digital safety. What do I do if I see cyberbullying? Oh, I caught my teen sexting. What do I do? And so in addition to these parent resources, it also has educational material for children, adolescents, and teenagers as well, like interactive games, interactive videos. And another one I love is amaze.org. And they're great videos to sit and watch together as a family. They have topics for everything, even, puberty, online safety, you name it, it's on there. So I really love, sit down, watch those together, have a discussion afterwards, and really hammer in to your kid, hey, if you ever have a question, if you ever feel uncomfortable, or maybe you're curious about something, know that I'm always here for you. You're never going to be in trouble for having questions or having concerns, but I want to be your first line of defense for anything online related or body related.
But even having that discussion is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
that's the big issue. I think a lot of parents just don't want to talk about it.
They
but
don't.
It's worth having that conversation. You really
It
have
really
to
is.
now.
You have to. And is it awkward to talk about bodies? Yes, 100%. But the more you talk about it, you'll see the less taboo it becomes, the more comfortable you become, and you'll see the trust you have with your child just blossom as well. That relationship really blossoms too. And so it's one of those things of you just have to rip the Band-Aid off and get the ball rolling.
Yeah, yeah. That's not always easy though.
No.
I'm just glad my kids had dumb phones.
Yeah.
My son's first flip phone was, I thought it was cool. You could flick it and you had the full keyboard.
Yeah,
you know,
I missed that.
You remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people are going back to what I don't know why they call them dumb phones, but
It's like flip
yeah, the
phones.
flips.
Yeah, I can't do anything. Call,
like
text.
those.
Not even
Call,
text, really.
Yeah, and those are that's.
I just want the internet kind of off my phone. I don't want email on my phone anymore. No more social media.
No, it's.
I don't need people to always be able to reach me.
My son did that. He took the browser off his phone, and you can set it up to where it's pretty much maybe messaging and phone
Just
calls.
the phone.
So
Delete the phone app.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. Send me a
Just
letter.
text.
Yeah.
Send you a letter.
Send me a
Oh
letter.
wow.
Messenger pigeon. Let's throw it all the way back.
Why not? Why not? So, but that has definitely changed your world, I would think.
Oh,
Just
yes.
technology in general.
So much. And it's
The accessibility that's
It's-
kind of the issue, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And especially you think of games that are kid-centered, like Roblox, right? That have these open chat forums. Like, of course you want to let your child play a game and have fun, but they are so accessible on that platform. So you need to make sure that it's messaging is turned off, right? Location services are turned off. Is anyone able to reach out and message them? If someone does, do they know to come to you and tell you that they've received a message? And at the least, just set screen time limits. When it's bedtime, we're going to leave the tablet on the kitchen counter.
And there are so many, it's not just like your iPhone, you've got iMessage, but I mean, Snapchat. And I was surprised to learn when my kids were in their late teens or whatnot about Snapchat and how your location, if you don't turn it off, anybody can see if
Anyone can see.
they could see exactly where you are.
Yeah. Oh, it's so scary. It really
I know.
is.
I know.
And it's just being familiar too. If they want to download something, look it over, read the reviews, get familiar with it yourself, so you know all the little quirks of a certain app.
There are also new things out there that you can do your own spying.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of
Because you brought it up, I can't remember.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, you can digitally monitor from certain apps. You can monitor their phones, and I think that's great. But really, nothing beats
having
the
the conversation.
face-to-face interventions. Yeah.
Yeah. Build that trust to know that, and maybe explain that's why we have these on all of our phones, so we all know.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, the best protective factor you're going to have for your children is the relationship you build with them.
Yeah. It's not LifeLock, but I'll think about it when we go off the air.
We'll put it in the notes.
There you go. Put it in the notes. Well, glad you all came by today. Hope the summer's going to race by. August will be here before you know it.
I know. I already feel like it's over.
I know.
Which is sad. I shouldn't get too sad about it. It's not even the 4th of July yet, but
it
feels like it's going by so fast.
Yesterday was the first day of summer.
There's
That's
no
right.
way.
Yeah. Today's the first full day of summer.
Okay, that's a better mindset to have.
Yeah.
I still have so much time. It just started.
Summer
It just started.